So it's going to go through the first move of the Pilates 8 moves or 8 brocades qigong sequence. So again, the first move is 2 hands separate to heavens, or something around that. I've heard it called slightly different names for each one, but again, hands separate to heavens. Again, nice basic one really, with the hands, but we're just going to start or go through the starting sequence. Again, you are going to zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals and take the navel towards the spine. That's going to allow you to breathe low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. So again, the only way I can explain the pelvic floor is your long journey. You go to the toilet and you stop yourself going, that's your pelvic floor. Corset, powerhouse, girdle of strength is 3 layers deep, segmentally stabilising the spine. So again, if you nice sort of workshop type moment here, get the 2 thumbs there from the hips. Again, that's the end of the pelvic floor, the bottom part here. And then above that is the corset muscle, the transverse abdominis, or the TVA for short. And that's the corset muscle. Again, that's 3 layers deep. You've got 3 layers of abdominals, and these link onto the pelvic floor, or this muscle, the TVA, the transverse abdominis, the corset muscle, links onto the pelvic floor here, 3 layers deep, and wraps segmentally round the spine, which is stabilising the spine. So in Pilates, that's quite a big thing. Now again, zip up pelvic floor and scoop out the abdominals, take the navel towards the spine, and that will allow you to breathe into these lower lobes of lungs. So with that, 2 middle fingers touching underneath the breastbones, shoulders down, zip up pelvic floor, scoop out the abdominals, breathing through the nose, and exhale through pursed lips. And you'll just see the breath going in low and deep to these lower lobes of lungs, what we call lateral thoracic breathing. The middle fingers will be slightly parting and coming back to touch each other, just adding width to the lungs and length to the out breath as you breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. So just start with that, okay? Lovely. Generally you would start maybe just settling yourself here. So again, you could either relax the abdominals and then go into what we just did, or keep yourself zipped up, scooped out the abdominals, and just go here. Generally, again, I'll not go too much detail with this. Left hand over right for women, right hand over left. Again, I won't go too much into detail with that, because this, I'm just going with more the Pilates principles. If I'm doing a traditional form, which I've done in other videos, I'll do it traditionally. But again, just take the hands to here, Dantian. Generally, Laogong is the area, or the palm here, down in the Dantian. Dantian is 2 inches below the navel, 2 inches in. But basically, just put your hands here and just close your eyes, settle the mind. And again, just breathe for a while. And then when you're ready, zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navel towards the spine. And again, you're going to stand basically feet hip width apart or slightly wider. But again, we're not going to be moving the legs. So again, it's a nice simple action to start off with. We're just going to breathe in, coming up with our hands. Now when we come up near the forehead, it might be lower if you like, down here. We tend to clasp the hands here and push up towards the ceiling. Okay, so again, zip up pelvic floor, scoop out the abdominals. We're going to go with the breath in a minute. We're going to bring the hands up. Okay, and again from here, we're going to clasp the hands here and come up. Push away the walls, and then we're going to push away the walls. We're going to push away the ceiling here, shall I say, and then push away the walls here, as if Samson style, you're pushing away the walls. You feel that stretch your little pinkies, little fingers. This one's for the triple heaters, by the way, the immune system meridian of the body. But again, I'm going to come back here, a little bit more room. So again, it's going to be hands are going to come up, and then we're going to clasp the hands here and push up towards the ceiling and push back down. So let's calibrate and synchronize the breath and the movement with the movement. So from here, we're going to breathe breathing, come up. And exhale, push away the walls. And keep the breath even. Okay, I'm going to come over, I'm struggling for a little bit of space here. So again, we're going to just breathing, come up. We're getting in the forehead. We're going to push away the ceiling. Allow the shoulders to melt in towards the body. You push away the walls. And you're just going to settle down. Keep everything soft. So again, knees are soft, elbows are soft here, nothing tight. And then we're going to come up. So we're going to come up. Again, depends where you want to come up. Forearm. If you want to come a bit lower and clasp the hands, you can do. I won't kill you. Again, either when you're coming up, you can clasp the hands here and just push up and push away the wall, Samson style. For the hands descending, again from here, we're going to breathing, come up. If you want to come up on the toes, you can do. Again, one of the best stretches you can get really here, as if wild horses pulling you apart, because we're constantly bearing gravity, so it's always nice to lengthen up against gravity and push away the walls. This really opens out the chest, all the organs in the chest, the heart, the lungs, the pericardium. Coming back down. If you want to descend down, you can do. It's up to you. Again, or just stay static with the knees nice and soft, or come down. Again, come down a little bit deep. Always with qigong exercise, you'll find you can add a squat in. I would say go the safe way, knees in line with toes. Again, keep it small. If you're a bit worried about the knees, keep the knees in, never let the knees come past the toes. Tailbone dip. If you're right, nice and athletic, no problems, then go there. But again, knees in line with toes. If you want to go deeper, tailbone deep, or don't go that deep. Okay? But all we're doing is bringing a squat with it. Breathing in, reaching up, then exhaling down. Shoulders over, hips out over shoulders. Only go as deep as you want. Can be a millimetre, a centimetre, or a foot. And again, we're going to breathe in, come up. And exhale, push away the walls. As you come back down on the heels, you can descend down. Again, breathing in, coming up. Stretching the front line of the body, and exhale. Keep the spine neutral, so don't hyperextend the back. I want to keep the spine neutral. Exhaling down, pushing up for the heels. These are organic, they're coming up from the ground. And exhale. Through pursed lips. That exhale on what we call the negative phase here will help you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. It's like a cough or a sneeze. Okay, so again, nice resonant out breath. We're going to breathe in, come up. Again, nice stretch for the hands there. And exhale, push away the walls, Samson style. If you're going to come down deep, you can come down deep, but no lower than knees in line with toes. Again, breathing in, coming up. And exhaling, pushing away the walls. Lovely. So that was number one. Again, number two is two hands separate both heavens, or it's a bit, I've heard other names, but again, or just basically separating both heavens. Again, it's got some other very close names, but again, that's basically what it's called. That's number two. But again, this one, with the breath, we're bringing the Pilates breath, we're gathering navel towards the spine, and breathing into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. And that way, that's where you're most efficient at stabilising the spine. So again, if you've got bad back, something like that, it's really good to zip up, scoop out your abdominals, navel towards the spine. Obviously, more traditionally, we breathe into the belly like a balloon, and that's more meditative. But again, don't get too caught up on that, because it's basically motion or breath, synchronized movement. That's all it is, with different emphasis on that. Again, obviously, if you go more down the traditional lines, it's more meridian and stuff like that. This generally is for the triple heaters, which is the immune system meridian of the body. But again, I digress there. So the next one is separating the two heavens, for sure. And that's the first move of the 8-form qigong sequence, Pilates style. And that's my watch going off. Bang. Lovely.